Hello guys. Hopefully this is gonna be the second video today. Yes. What if Naruto was the reincarnation of Rengoku, but I'm doing this just because. Anyway, this is part one to what if Deku had a destruction quirk, and in the thumbnail it just says had a destruction. If you, it's probably kind of confusing, but I'm gonna put it in the title. So yeah. Anyway, Deku in this story, all of his abilities are similar to how destruction key works, or you can just say God key, even though they're two different things. Yeah, so Deku is able to perform a Kai and pretty much a lot of the stuff that bears can do. And if you want, or if the series gets far enough, you could say that Deku could get Ultra Ego, but I'll have to do more research. Oh, I'm too slow. And I pretty much did not, get where the Dragon Ball manga is currently, so I probably have to catch up. So yeah, alright. Now we start off with Izuku at the Quirk Doctor. Oh wait, oh my god, I'm so slow. I always forget to put this in. What if, or I said what if, oh my god. Or 3 likes for part 2. Anyway, Deku proceeds to, or is in the Quirk Doctor, my bad, not proceeds. He's in the Quirk Doctor with his mom, and when the Quirk Doctor finds out about his quirk, and this is a different Quirk Doctor, it's not, the one from my canon. I'm never gonna be able to pronounce that man's name, so I'm not even gonna try it. So yeah, this doctor, when he walks in, he says Deku has a very villainous quirk, which shocks Inko and Deku, and this is what the doctor pretty much explains Deku's quirk to them, and explains exactly what Deku is, how it's literally called destruction, and he can destroy anything with like the tap of his finger, and if he really wanted to, he could, against like a strong enemy, he could just obliterate them with certain abilities. And this shocks Ingo, and she starts to see how bad Deku's quirk is. And yeah, when they leave, Inko doesn't like Deku's quirk, but she still believes in him. She still believes in him, and Deku says that he can still become a hero, or asks his mom, can he still become a hero? And Inko, being the person she is, says, yeah, you can. And this is when Deku pretty much explains his quirk to Bakugo and his friends, and all of them call him a monster for being able to kill people and kill things with such an ability. And Deku is astonished about how people are reacting to his quirk, which he thinks is cool because it allows him to use super strength and other abilities. And in a world far, far, far away, a dying person sees this boy, and he's sorry. He sees this boy, and he says that this boy's ability is, or he can like sense destruction key from this boy. And another person says yes, and pretty much explains Deku's abilities. And the man is shocked, and he says that maybe I should, or when I die, I want you to hopefully get this boy to become, or be in my position, which the person agrees. And these two people are, it's an angel and his, sorry, a god of destruction and his angel in Deku's universe. So yes, I'm going to be implementing the Dragon Ball universe inside of this just because, like, why not? And yeah, Deku pretty much proceeds to uh no one really talks to him or messes with him because of his quirk and knowing how dangerous it is. Well, in school anyway, which leads to the point where Deku wants to move to a different school at the age of 10, which he does. And when Deku leaves, he Bakugo kind of feels bad, but he doesn't at the same time, and he never Deku never explains his quirk to the fullest. He just says it's super strength, and Deku does train his quirk throughout the year, so he can pretty much control if he wants to pretty much destroy something or just use pure strength. And he learns that he can use ki blast and other stuff like that, which he thinks that he has a lot of quirks and or a lot of abilities with his quirk. And Deku, yeah, pretty much when he's in another school, goes through his life pretty similar to canon until he's about. I said he was 10 when he switched school. When he swapped schools, when he's 11 years old, right. When he's 11 years old, his mother ends up dying in a villain attack. This shook Deku, but he continued going to school, and like everybody, thinks of him as cool, but Deku was pretty depressed about how his mother died, and he pretty much continues to go to school and stuff. And we skip a few years later, and Deku is pretty much walking home because let's just say that he lives on his own. He got a part-time job, I guess. I don't know. And yeah, somehow was able to live on his own. Anyway, yeah, he starts walking home, and the Sludge Villain does try to attack him, but Deku is easily able to smack the Sludge Villain off of him just with his pure aura alone. And like all the Sludge Villain can feel is death. Sorry. And Deku, being a lot more of a nice person, walks up to him and says, "What does he want?" And then All Might comes out of nowhere and punches the Sludge Villain in. The Sludge Villain splatters all over the place, and Deku, is happy to see All Might, but not fanboying. And Deku, the hell was that? It sounded like a freaking witch laugh. I'm not gonna hold you. Anyway, Deku pretty much proceeds to help All Might pick up the Sludge Villain, and All Might jumps away, and Deku ends up going home. And we skip to 10 months later, and Deku trains through these 10 months, and Deku pretty much says that he not says, oh my god, he does not say. He walks into the UA building saying that it's quite big, and then he continues walking because nobody would fall. And Deku says that, or not says, he sits down next to a blonde spiky haired boy, and then when he sees him in the face, he realizes who it is, Katsuki Bakugo. And Bakugo starts asking Deku questions, and they pretty much make the small chit chat about how it's been. And this time Bakugo doesn't call him a villain, which kind of weirds Deku out, but Deku thinks that Bakugo probably forgot what his quirk is. And actually, this is true. Bakugo did forget about it, what his quirk was. Feeling the grief of losing his friend, and then hearing that his friend had lost his mother, made him feel really bad about what he did. So he pretty much, not repent. Sorry, why I say repent? He felt sorry for what he did, Deku, and if he said he vowed if he ever met Deku again that he would apologize, and which he does, and says sorry for what he did. And yeah, and during this, gets up and starts saying that they're being too loud, and pretty much saying close to the same thing he can about says the same thing he can about President Mike, and then turns his attention to Deku and Bakugo, saying that sorry, I can never get this right. Stop talking because you're not taking being a hero seriously, and if you're not, you should just get out. And Deku and Bakugo just turn their heads and look at him, and then they say no. And this kind of pisses off Ida. Ida's about to continue, but then President Mike starts to speak again, and this is when Ida sits down. And President Mike continues, and Deku then goes. Oh, so sorry. Deku then goes to his area, and once the gates open, Deku just flies out because he has figured out a way to fly with his ability. And Deku pretty much, Deku pretty much destroys a whole bunch of robots, just flinging like little orbs at them, and they pretty much disintegrate on impact. And Deku makes sure not to hit any of the kids or the other participants because he knows what will happen to them. They will instantly disintegrate. So yeah, Deku is very careful with this, and after this, decides to use Ki Blast just in case, because of how many people are there, and they might hit a Ki Blast. So yeah, or not Ki Blast, destruction. Ki Blast. There you go. And Deku pretty much, just uses normal Ki and destroys a whole bunch of robots, and then the ground starts to shake, and everybody starts running away, and Deku looks to see what it is, and he sees a big 0 point, the big 0 point robot, and then he sees a girl under rubble, and he immediately zooms past that blinding speed where literally nobody can see him. Even All Might that's sitting in the stands can't even see him move. Deku appears next to Uraka, grabs her, appears back to where he was, and then, well, he was in the sky already, then appears, back where he was, and then lifts up his hand. And then all you can hear under his breath is Hakai. And the 0 pointer completely disintegrates. And this shocks everybody of how this kid just pretty much disintegrated the 0 pointer. And yeah, after this, Deku pretty much puts Uraka with, or the girl, sorry, with Recovery Girl, Deku, or not Deku, Uraka pretty much, states her name and asks Deku. The hell? Was that a gunshot? I'm just playing. Probably was, though. Oh. Maybe it was a gunshot. Sound like they shooting people. They probably is, yeah. Maybe I should get down. I think I'm good. I can't believe this is happening in the middle of my recording, bro. Oh my god. I'm just trying to record. Just let me record. Let me record in peace. Alright. Yeah, I keep hearing gunshots. That's not good. Maybe I might need to stop the video. Damn. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna ignore it. Or try anyway. Deku, or after Uraka introduces herself, she asks for Deku's name, and Deku, gives his name and starts flying home. And when he gets, or like when he's flying home, a girl appears in front of her. Or I said in front of her, in front of him. Sorry, and introduces herself. Comment down below for the names, because I suck at names, and if I do pick a name, I'm probably gonna ask my friend. Anyway, for now, this angel pretty much tells or asks Deku if he wants to become the god of destruction, and pretty much explains the job. And Deku, knowing how or seeing how familiar his quirk is to the person's abilities, agrees, and ends up getting, or she grabs him, and ends up going back to his world, or the god of destruction world, and she pulls out her staff and tells him that they're gonna be training in here until Deku gets his acceptance letter. God damn it, acceptance letter, and or acceptance. I can't say it right. Anyway, yeah, he gets accepted once he gets God. Once he gets his that was wrong. All right, whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. Once he gets that, and they trained in there, and Deku feels he's been in there for a decent amount of time, and while they've been training, and she pretty much explains. God damn it, explains what what type of place they're in, and states that time flows differently. That's why it's been a lot longer than it has been outside, and yeah. Actually, I'm gonna leave it off here because why not? Peace out, everybody. See you next for part 2. And goodbye.